MOVEmber. So excited. I hope you are too. I decided to supersize it, and mainly because I really wanted to work abs, but I really wanted to work buns today also. So I figured, why not do both? I'm just sharing my workout like you know I always do. So we're gonna go for 40 minutes today. You can totally do it, I promise, I swear. We're gonna have fun. And the most important thing we want to remember is that we have really exceptionally good form. So lean to one side. So I will be always on top of you about that because it's so important because you don't want to get injured. So as you know, your core, this is your core and it is your center. It's your center of power. It's really what you always need to focus on because it's what's going to help you. So I'm just stretching us out, stretching our obliques out, because we are going to get an awesome workout in today, which makes me really happy. Pull your knee into your chest, and we're gonna be done before we know it, and then we're gonna go off on our day feeling amazing. Good morning, Susan. I love when you guys are on live. It's awesome. Okay, so the first one that we're gonna do ABSESSION first, and then we'll go into BUNDAY. If you've had any injuries, surgeries, anything like that, please check with your doctor. Okay, so the first one we're gonna do is an oblique crunch with a straight leg lift. So we are going to go for a minute. Everything we're gonna do is for a minute. Take as many breaks as you want, and I mean that. Do not feel bad, do not feel like it makes you weak if you take a break. I take them all the time, and you just let the burn subside for about 3 seconds, and then you keep going. So the first one we're gonna do is an oblique crunch with a leg lift. So you're gonna be in this position, you're gonna squeeze up, or you can have this arm down in front, squeeze, and then squeeze again. Okay, so you're gonna get 2 squeezes out of each. We do not use a weight. You know what, let's do 45 seconds. We'll start off slow. We'll ramp up to a minute. How does that sound? Okay, so you squeeze, so you wanna squeeze right here, straighten that leg, and squeeze again. And what you never want to do with any exercise is hold your breath. Super important. Squeeze. I don't care how far up you get that leg. The whole point is that you're squeezing. Again, put your hand there. It helps you to know that you're really isolating that muscle, working it as hard as you can work it. You do not pull on your head. Your hands are just lightly back there. Your obliques are doing all the work in this exercise. Let's switch. Hold on, someone said a quick hi. Oh, Kate. Happy Saturday. Other side, 45 seconds. I love working my obliques. They will really respond if you do that. I always had the love handle problem after I had kids. And no matter what I did or what kind of exercises, I just could not get rid of them. And I found it so annoying. And then you're constantly wearing clothes that help hide the spillover, as I used to call it. And it's nice to work on something and have it respond. And that's what your body will do with the weights, I promise. Come on, we have 5 seconds. We got this. Don't start pulling on your head as you get fatigued. 2, 1, done. Yay. Okay. So the next one we're gonna do is a plank shoulder touch. My cousin Winslow is a physical therapist, and she loves this move, and we actually talked about she loves planks in general. But she is a physical therapist for theater performers, so like all these traveling shows, all these traveling Broadway shows, she goes and helps the dancers. Okay, so for this one, you're gonna be in a plank, straight line from your head to your heels. You are gonna need to keep your feet about hip width apart, and you're gonna touch your shoulder. You can go really fast, you can go more slowly, whatever you wanna do. 1 minute, take a break when you need it, come down 3 to 4 seconds, get back up, okay? squeeze. Everything is tight, but most importantly, your core. You do not want to let yourself start to dip down. Again, take those breaks when you need them. I don't care if you take 5 breaks. I want you to finish the minute no matter what. You're probably sore if you did tri-bi and shoulders yesterday. I absolutely am. My triceps are screaming at me right now, but I'm pretending like I can't hear them. Take a break when you need to, 3 to 4 seconds, and pop back up. Come on, we have less than 10 seconds. We actually have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Yeah, I'm aware. Those are butt kicker. Oh, Jennifer, how are you? You guys are making me super happy. Okay, take a small sip of water. You know I don't like you to take big gulps because you don't want it sloshing around while you're working out. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do, and we are gonna go for a full minute. Remember my words, I do not care if you take a bunch of breaks. Finish the minute. Okay, so for this one, you're gonna have your hands lightly behind your head. You never pull. Your legs are up off the ground. Squeeze your abs to bring them up. Squeeze your abs to crunch up. You are not pulling like this. You squeeze your abs. See, my hands are just resting. You squeeze to lower and squeeze to lower. You never go all the way back down though, unless you're resting. Other than that, I want shoulders off the ground, legs off the ground. 1 minute. And I want you to breathe, because breathing, you know, it's important. I exhale when I crunch up. So you see, this is all slow and controlled. Your abs are squeezing 4 times, up, up, down, down, for each rep that you do. Take those breaks when you need to. Not a sign of weakness ever. Do not quit on yourself. Again, I don't care if you take another break right now. Just don't quit. Squeeze those abs. You want the burn. Come on, 3, 2, 1, done. Oh. Woo. That one always, always, always sets my abs on fire. Okay. Next one. This is one that I created more recently, and I absolutely love it. I just need to open my window a tiny bit. Even though it's supposedly like 28 degrees out, feels like 21. Okay, so with this one, there's a machine at the gym that has all these cables, and you can grab these cables and you squeeze your abs to pull, because there are weights on the end of the cable, right? So you pull to come down, then you go back up, and then you do it again. So your goal is to get your elbows to your thighs. It's challenging. You can use weights. I'm going to start with 8s, because I can always drop down, right? And not feel the least bit bad about that. So we're gonna go for 1 minute. I don't care if you use weights or not. Just squeeze those muscles. Squeeze, really crunch. Your abs should already be burning. Again, if you did tri-bis and shoulders, you might not want to use a weight. Squeeze right here, so, so hard. I'm gonna go down to my 5s. Squeeze those abs. And then I want you to hold for a second down here, okay? Because that's really where you're getting the big squeeze in. I know, take a break if you need to. 2, 1. Well, actually don't, because we had 2 seconds left. I thought we still had like 10 seconds left. Okay. Now, we're going to get on our back. We're going to do bicycles, very simple. Knee to elbow, knee to elbow. That's what we do. You get that amazing rotation. I want you to squeeze and I want you to breathe. Very important. 1 minute, take breaks when you need to, finish the minute. The goal is to set our abs on fire. And I like this one because you're also going to feel this in your obliques. How are you doing? I know. If you can get the elbow to the outside of the knee, that's awesome. If you can't touch, if you can only get to here, that's fine too. Just don't quit on yourself, because that's what you have to realize. If you quit, you're quitting on you. And we don't do that here. We take breaks and we're like, oh my gosh, this sucks. And then the burn goes away and you find a way to get back in, and then you're like, oh my god, the burn, it's so intense. And then you take another break, and that's okay, because you're working hard, and that's why you're getting the burn. Come on, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Oh. And then we lay here for a few seconds, and we think, okay, I can keep going. I can do another exercise, because you can. Okay. All right. I'm not going to do that one yet. Okay. On your back, hands underneath your butt, legs straight. You're going to squeeze your abs to raise your legs, squeeze your abs to lower, squeeze your abs to open, squeeze your abs to close. I want you to work really hard, and I want you to squeeze really hard, and I want you to believe that you can keep going no matter what. Okay? I'm here to show you that you're capable of so much more than you ever thought you were, because as you keep working and you make that effort, which is over before you know it, let's admit it, you are caring for yourself, and in caring for yourself, you're caring for everybody around you. I am an infinitely, infinitely better mother, better friend, better worker, better everything when I'm taking care of me. When I feel bad and I'm not treating myself kindly, it just affects what I project to the world and to my kids, and I want them to see a happy mom. Not that I'm not without my struggles and my stresses, but I handle it all so much better when I feel good. 2, 1, done. Holy moly. Okay. So I truly get on my soapbox about that because it's so crucial. It's so crucial. We take on so much as moms. And all we do is worry about everybody else. So then what happens to us? We come last. So we have to put ourselves first, because our kids are not going to put us first. They're just not. They're kids. They will when they get older. Okay, so you're going to dig your heels into the top of your ball. And you are going to squeeze your abs to come up, squeeze your abs to lower. Are you going to pull on your head? No, you're not. You're squeezing, but the extra challenge is driving those heels down into the ball. It's super intense, but wonderful. 1 minute. So you're having to squeeze your abs extra hard because you're trying to stay stable on that ball. So that's what's wonderful about it. Do not start pulling on your head, okay? Keep digging those heels in. It ups the intensity so greatly. Come on, take a break when you need to, and dig those heels in again, squeeze. Oh my gosh. We have 15 seconds. We can totally do this. Don't start pulling on your head as you get fatigued. Drive those heels down. Keep that ball stable. And we're done. I know. But in some weird way, we're having a good time. Next one, still dog. You're going to get on all fours. Your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. You're going to squeeze your abs and pick those knees up off the ground. That's literally the whole movement. Your range of motion is that far, but you have to squeeze your abs or there's no way you're going to be able to keep those knees off the floor. Okay, let's go. So again, look down, your knees are about 4 inches off the floor. Squeeze those abs, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Take a break when you need to, 3 to 4 seconds, and get back into it, but do not quit. Finish the minute no matter what. Take a break when you need to. It's hard for me to talk during this one. I'm focusing on squeezing my abs because it's very easy to release them. And I want your body as still as possible, and that comes from squeezing those abs. 2, 1, done. Sit back into child's pose, stretch those arms out. Such a good exercise. So simple, but so good. Okay, the next one we're gonna do, I don't know if this chair is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. So you want whatever chair you use secured. You're gonna put your hands right there and you're gonna squeeze your abs to keep your butt off the chair. It's hard. I'm just gonna lay it out there. It is hard. But you can do it because you're going to take it in small increments. See if you can go for 10 seconds, take a 5-second break, get back in for 10 seconds. So if you distract yourself with counting, you won't be focusing as much on this hold. Okay? My chair is not ideal because it's like an office chair, so it spins around. But that's okay. Squeeze. You have got to squeeze those abs. That's the only thing that's going to keep you in position. Take a break when you need to. Do not feel bad about that at all. Squeeze those abs. Your triceps are cursing you, or maybe they're cursing me. Squeeze those abs, do not give up. Make them fight. Come on, we have 10 seconds, we got this. Now we only have 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Crazy. Okay, hit the ball. So I have a fuzzy office chair. That's actually my office chair. But my older daughter really likes it. So she keeps taking my office chair and bringing me out her little office chair, not the same. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is we're going to roll out on our ball. So that you're gonna notice that you are in this position. So every time you crunch, you come up, you squeeze and hold, and I want you back in starting position. Okay, so that means you're gonna have a little bit further to go to the top of each crunch where like I said, then I want you to hold before you lower back down, okay? 1 minute, I don't care how fast you go. I want really good form. I don't want you to cheat. I want you to come all the way back to here. Squeeze up and hold. If your knees are together, you have to work even harder to keep your balance on the ball. So your abs are gonna get that much more of a butt kicking. I know it burns. Take 3 to 4 seconds when you need to and get back into it. And don't quit, please. Someone said to me once, why don't you wear a mic? I'm like, because all anybody would hear is me huffing and puffing. Trust me, you don't want to hear that. 2, 1, done. So, let's see how we're doing time-wise. Okay, we got to switch over to buns. We went past. We went 22 minutes with abs, so there you go. Look at what you just accomplished. Look what I just accomplished. I love that. Okay, so now we're gonna do buns. So the first one we're gonna do a heavy squat, okay? Feet hip width apart, core tight, shoulders back. You're gonna lower down through your heels. You're gonna push up, squeeze those glutes as hard as you can, like your life depends on it. I'm gonna go with 20s. What are you gonna go with? We're gonna go for 1 minute too. Take breaks. You do not have to go as heavy as I'm going. Remember, I've been doing this for almost 3 years. Lower down, drive up, squeeze. But I hope you see it never, like, I'm still challenged all the time. And that's what's great. So that means that my body continues to work, continues to get stronger. I continue to tighten up areas that I want to tighten up or have more lean muscle. Oh my gosh. Take breaks when you need to. That is fine. We're about to get our butts kicked. We technically are already. Oh my gosh. These weights are heavy. My form is good. So I'm gonna keep going, even though, wow. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Oh my. I have to show you my new pillow. Can you see it? I'm sorry for the things I said when it was winter. That is how I feel about the cold. I was born in Miami, Florida. I moved to New York when I was 8. Have never gotten used to the cold. Okay. On the ground. Yeah, never used to the cold ever. I'm still waiting for that to happen. Let me get my stopwatch. That last one just really did a number on me. Okay, so you're going to have your heels on top of your ball, but closer to you. So they're kind of on top, but off to the side. Hands are down. Drive up through your heels. Squeeze, squeeze. Roll out. When you roll out, I do not want the ball under your shins. I want it under your ankle. and the back of your foot, so you might need to adjust. Roll back in and down. If you cannot get the rolling motion down, just go up and down, still driving up through those heels. Let's do this. Again, you might need to adjust the ball, and that's fine. Squeeze as hard as you can, roll out, roll in and down. You also need to squeeze those abs. Adjust your feet if you need to. Gives you a second to rest. We got this. Come on, squeeze, roll, in, down. I know that it might be kicking your butt, and that's fine. It's kicking my butt too. That's why I'm taking a bunch of breaks, but I'm still doing the hard work. Oh my gosh. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Oh my gosh. Gets me every time. Okay, pull your leg in towards you. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Just stretch those hamstrings out. Okay. Move that out of the way. Shake it out a little bit. Next one. We are going to get on all fours. You are going to stick a weight in the crook of your knee. You are going to drive up with that heel. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your hamstrings. You don't want to go too heavy, but you do want to push yourself. I'm going to try a 12 because I can always go down. So even if I only get 10 seconds with my 12, that's fine because there's no shame in lowering the weight at all. Okay, let's do this 1 minute. Take breaks when you need to. Squeeze. Drive that heel up. Squeeze your glute and your hamstring. That's what, in your mind's eye, picture those muscles working really, really, really hard. This is like, holy moly. But we keep going. We don't quit, ever, ever, ever. All right, I'm going to lower my weight. I know when to lower my weight. So I'm going to a 10 for the last 5 seconds. 2, 1, done. So whatever it takes to get it done is what you do. Okay, if that means dropping the weight completely and you go the last 30 seconds with no weight, as long as you're squeezing, you're still going to feel the effects. So just know that. Okay, I've got my 12, I moved my 10. Now my 10 is closer, which is great. Adjust your position if you need to. Hands directly underneath your shoulders. Squeeze. Drive up with that heel. Squeeze those glutes and those hamstrings. That's what we're focusing on. Glutes and hamstrings. Those two work together to give you tighter, more lifted, sculpted butt cheeks. We can do this because we don't quit. We put the weight down or we drop down in weight if we have to, but we do not quit. That is not in our vocabulary. 3, 2, 1, done. doing? We are doing excellent on time. Okay. Okay, move your mat. Have a little sip of water. Whew. Sorry, my heart is pounding. Okay, next one we're gonna do deadlifts. You want your feet hip width apart. You hinge over, let those weights run down the front of your legs, not touching now, obviously. Then you're gonna squeeze your hamstrings and your glutes to get you back up top, and then you squeeze those glutes at the top. You wanna go heavy for this one. I am going to go with 20 pounds. So if you're used to, for leg exercises, doing like a 10, try going up to a 12 or even a 15. Again, even if you only get a few seconds in, it's more than you did last time. Okay, let's go. 1 minute. Feet hip width apart. You have to really squeeze those abs too. So adjust your feet if you need to. Squeeze those glutes and those hamstrings to get you back to the top. And then a really big squeeze at the top. Do not hold your breath. Exert. It's bad to exert and hold your breath. Okay, so exhale on your way up. Inhale on your way down. You want your legs straight. If you can only go this far, that's fine. You're still gonna have to squeeze those glutes and those hamstrings to get the weights to the top. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Okay. Back down on the floor. We're gonna work right here. Very challenging area for some women. And while it is not possible to spot reduce when working out, what you can do is work on strengthening those muscles and strengthening certain areas. And so by strengthening and all the calories you're burning and fat that you're burning from the weight workouts, that's when you see the results that you want to see. So we're going to do a clamp. So we're going to lay on our side. We're going to have a heavy weight right here, and we are going to open by squeezing and close. If you keep the weight further up here, it's a little less challenging. The closer it is to your knee, the harder it is. I'm going to go with a 15, and I'm going to go with a 12. But again, if you're using a 5, because you're just starting out, that's awesome. We're going to do a minute on each side. Squeeze. You have to keep your heels together. And by keeping your heels together, you have to really focus on squeezing your muscle. We got this. Come on. Squeeze. I know. Do you need to go down in weight? You can drop the weight completely, but you finish the minute, no matter what. I'm gonna go to my 12. I wanna keep good form. I don't want to not be able to get that weight up and stick with it. I want a weight that I can get all the way up. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Good job. Other side. How'd those weights work for you? If you're gonna start with the same like I am, you just see how far you get. those abs tight. Keep those feet together. I have a click that happens in my hip on this side. It does not hurt. I've noticed it since I played sports when I was a kid. It's kind of funny. I don't know what it means. I mean, I know what it is, but it's never bothered me. I just always forget about it until I do certain exercises and I hear it. Squeeze, come on, squeeze. All right, I'm dropping down. I think I dropped it exactly 37 seconds the last time too. Squeeze. You want good form. That is most important. So you've got to make sure you have good form with whatever weight you're using. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. Oh my gosh. So feel your heart. Feel it pounding. And that's why when women say to me, but I can't do weights, I need my cardio. I'm like, well, you just give it a try and you tell me. And you wear a calorie counter, wear your watch, and tell me that you're not burning as many calories. Okay, we're doing great. Great, great, great. Back to the timer, okay. All right, so the next one, we are almost done. We are so close. Give me a little bit more, and then that's it. Okay, this next one of the harder exercises I do, even though it's a very small range of motion. You're gonna lay on the ground, keep those toes, and keep your heels together. Squeeze your glutes to get your legs up off the ground. This almost made someone throw up last weekend. They don't regret doing it, however, but they were like, holy cow. So you're gonna need to take a lot of breaks. That's okay. Keep those heels together, squeeze those glutes, get those legs up off the ground. Oh my gosh. The burn sets in within the first 10 seconds and does not leave. Squeeze those glutes as hard as you can. When you need a break, straighten, get back into it. Don't give up. Don't quit. Take 10 breaks if you need to, but fight through this. This is what is gonna tighten you up. Fighting through, less than 10 seconds. Oh my gosh. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. I know. Okay, one more exercise, and then we are done. Point your knee towards me. This is your position. Straighten it out to the side. Lift that leg as high off the ground behind you as you can. You see how your leg is bent at a 90-degree angle? Then you straighten. 30 seconds on each side. Lift it up as high as you can. Squeeze those glutes. That's the only way you can do that. Again, your knee should be facing me. Squeeze. This is where the real burn is in your glutes, back here. And really the leg straightening. 5 more seconds on this side. We're gonna go right into the other side. Go. Oh. Squeeze. I know that it is burning like crazy, but that's why we're doing it. Come on. Squeeze. I want you, when you bring that knee back, your knee is at a 90-degree angle, squeeze those glutes. Get it as high up off the ground as you can. We have less than 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. We are done. And now we're gonna stretch, holy cow. All right. All right, knee into your chest, fold it over, keep shoulders, both shoulders on the ground, and you will feel that in your glute. It's amazing. Now I want you to cross that ankle across the other knee, reach under, oh my gosh. And the further you pull in towards you, the greater stretch you're gonna feel in that glute, and it is absolutely the best thing ever. I am so sore. What's new? But I get so many messages from you guys like, oh my gosh, I'm so sore, I love it. So I'm not the only one that loves it. Because if you're sore, that means you're working hard. And we like that. Okay, lunge to one side, then to the other, straighten your legs. You're gonna get a greater pull now. Pull on your calves, your ankles, your shoes, whatever. Really stretch those hamstrings and those glutes, they need it. We just totally beat them up. Pull that knee into your chest. You might need to hold on to a chair or a wall. Sit back, keep this knee behind your toe. And this glute is gonna just be like, oh, this feels so good, thank you. Because you need to treat it well now. And we are done, people. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I hope for those of you that did the MOVEmber program, I hope it was a good way for you to slowly build up, see what you're capable of, see at least some initial changes. I love doing this. I do this for myself, but I also do it for you guys. If I can get people up and moving, if I can share the secret with people that you can feel better in your 40s, in your late 40s and 50s, even if you have kids and you work and you're running around all the time, my energy levels, I mean, I'm ready to face plant at about 10 o'clock at night. But I go, and I have the energy for it and the desire to just be active and try new things and spend time with my kids and run around. And so anyway, I'm always here. I love getting your messages. I love it when you guys tell me that these are really working for you and that you're feeling better, your clothes fit better, yada, yada, yada. I'll stop now. Okay, I'm gonna take the next couple days off. I am super tired, and I need to take care of myself, and part of taking care of myself is knowing when I need 2 consecutive days off, which I have not had in about 5 weeks maybe. So anyway, have a wonderful weekend. I will be back on Tuesday morning, probably not until about 7 o'clock, but I'll post and let you know, okay?